Hello everyone, it's Blaze, and welcome back to another kind of ranking. I'm ranking every other game I played the past year after my little 2-year anniversary and 100 sub special, so I figured I'd do this as a yearly thing every year, just going back and ranking every game I've played to see if I still like them or not, or was it worth my time, and if you guys even liked them. Links are always in the description for this. I even post on my Twitter if you guys want to rank it as well, because I know YouTube for some reason refuses to give me links or share links, but still. Starting off with the Ultramoon Friendlock. This actually started a little before this was made, but I figured it would be better to do it at the next time since, you know, it just started when this was being made. So, I will say getting people to join it was definitely a pain at first. And also getting people to sometimes show up was also a pain. Just the one thing that I constantly kept saying is show up 30 minutes early, and a few of them just did not show up, and we had so many mic problems because they refused to show up. But still, it was whatever. I will say, also during the third stream, OBS decided to take a dump on me mid-stream, crashing everything, and so, yeah, I switched it to Streamlabs, so that was a fun time. But still, I enjoyed it for what this game was. It was a fun time with friends, and I honestly do not regret playing it. It was so much fun. I just enjoyed it from beginning to end. Yeah, there was a lot of hiccups and stuff going wrong, but it still was an enjoying time. At least I didn't suffer alone like I normally do with these videos. Sally Face. Honestly, I really did love this game, and the fact that Game 2 is right now being developed is sweet, in my opinion. I really did love this game. It's so much fun. I will say, the final chapter, the fact that it was a surprise nudity scenes for some reason, like, what the hell was that? Like, where did that come from? Oh, man, but I still did enjoy it. It was such a fun game from beginning to end. Like, I do not regret playing this game. It was so much fun. I'm glad I played it through for you guys. Massacre at the Mirage. Now, looking back, I probably should have split this one into 2 episodes because it was a 2-hour-long video, and oh my gosh, it was long. The minigames in it felt very pointless and padding, and the quick time events at the end did not always want to work. There were some things that felt like it was off, but I still did really enjoy this game. It was a lot of fun playing it. The main thing I should have done is at least separate it into 2 different videos, because that was a oopsie on my part. So, next is Fears of the Fathom Woodbury Getaway. I will say that this game definitely was fun, but it was also kind of annoying at times. I will say, why does the dude need to have peeing and eating sections multiple times in the game? Like, the fact that there was so many bathroom scenes between all 5 games was a little questionable on the developers' part. Like, why exactly did they have to be added? The minigames in it really felt forced and tacked on, and I had no clue how to do the hiker part because by the time that showed up, I barely was participating in the game because it didn't want to tell me like where he exactly was, how to read the map. It did not want to say that at all, but I still did enjoy the game. It was just definitely had some problems that keep me from truly enjoying it. Paperhead Episode 0. Now, if memory serves me correct, it was the demo of it? I forget, but honestly, actually no, I wouldn't say I regret playing it. I thought it was fun at some point. It basically is Doom meets Paper Mario. The plot makes no sense, but I straight up could not finish it. There was a part of it that I could not get past because I kept getting killed by so many bullshit things at the point where it was actually getting annoying in my opinion. But it was whatever. The Room, one of the many escape room type games I've played, and I really do love these kinds of games. They're just so much fun in my opinion, but I say it pretty good. I will say episode 2 had to be completely re-recorded because for some reason I say, no, I'm going to corrupt for no reason. Like, straight up, I hit record, it went through everything, and even while editing, it was fine, but while I was about to post, it said the raw footage saying, nope, I'm corrupting and destroying the rest of the video. Like, straight up, I had to re-record the entire thing, so that was fun. I still enjoyed it for what it is. And if you guys want me to play the other rooms games, let me know, because There's a lot of room games, including a VR game. Don't worry, we'll get to the VR stuff pretty soon. But Glitched Out, a game made by a YouTuber I like, Super Horror Burrow. I will say the game was definitely interesting. Chip would refuse to shut up. The first Seeker part was very weird. I still don't know how 8 eyes is equal to 13. That's so stupid. That 100% is dumb. Like, how is 8 equal to 13? Because we needed 13 eyes to get all the stuff we need, but apparently only collecting 8 was enough, so I feel like that was either a glitch or they messed up somewhere, but I will say it was still a fun game, and I can't wait for the full game to come out whenever it does. So I'm excited for it. Squirrel with a Gun, Raktorisk, or whatever it was. It basically was an only up copy. I died so many times, and most of it was bullshit deaths, so I 100% regret playing it. I loved the base game, it was fun, but this DLC, no, it made me never want to touch the game again because it was that awful. And the sad thing is, I decided to look up a walkthrough. Where I decided to rage quit, I was at least a good 5 or so minutes from getting to the very top. That is how dumb it was. I was almost to the top where I decided to say, screw it, I'm not completing this game. It was just so awful. Christmas Night, my Christmas special. I will say it was okay. Some puzzles made no sense, and I will say it's another game that I could not finish because it, frankly, so many BS deaths. Like, I locked the basement door, yet it said, nope, I'm going to phase right through and kill you. So, straight up looking back, it was a game I honestly regret playing. And it was made by the same people who made Massacre at the Mirage and another game we're going to get to before. So, and the fact that they made this game in between this one is just so really bad, because I really did enjoy Massacre at the Mirage and one of the other games that they put, or two of the other games that they made. Now to the Henry Stickmin series. I decided to play all the games, so I figured why not rank each of them in pretty much different. I will say they're all, frankly, looking back, the first 3 are just all short but fun games that I really did enjoy. I will say that. I don't know. Just was fun. There's not really much. I will say there's a reason Henry became such an icon in the gaming sphere, because it's just so much fun. It just literally is a love letter to other games. Beat Saber, the first VR game that I played, and I will say it was fun. The mic quality, I will admit, was super bad because I was using my headphone mic instead of my normal mic, which you're listening to right now. It took forever to set up because I had to download certain things just to get it to actually run on my computer. I will say the fact that it's really hard to play VR games on the computer is such a turnoff for me for wanting to even play VR games. I will say I played 3 different VR games past year, and I will say they kept getting worse and worse as the time went on, to the point where I'm just saying, unless I'm able to just simply plug in the VR headset without needing to download anything, have a big enough space where I don't have to accidentally constantly hit my stuff. That was also the main thing. I kept hitting my stuff throughout all 3 VR games, which really sucked. But anyway, Beat Saber, I will say it was a pretty fun game. Just some of those problems were really bad looking back, and I accidentally bought it twice without realizing. I thought I could buy it off the the MetaQuest page and play it on there. Nope, refused to let me record it, so I had to buy it on Steam. So that was fun. But anyway, another Henry Stickmin game. I will just rank both the Henry games right away, but I will say Infiltrating the Airship and the Complex, I will say both were pretty fun games. Both crashed on me multiple times, which really sucked, but I still enjoy them for what they are. They were still fun games, just like the other ones, and definitely a lot longer. Now, one of the many Rusty Lake games. I don't remember if I played them beforehand. Oh yeah, I played the Cubic Escape Paradox. That was one of their games, but now they are actually labeling them as Rusty Lakes. I will say this game definitely was annoying at times. But some of the puzzles I had to look up for the answers. I have no clue what the hell the plot was, and one of them was just impossible to solve without looking up, which really sucked. But so it definitely had some problems, but I still enjoyed the game for what it was. It was still a fun time. Trapped VR. The mic was still bad, kept hitting stuff. One of the ways to beat the game was basically impossible to find at first. I had to actually look up a guide because I could not figure it out. And there's no actual ending of the game, to be honest. It was annoying, but I still enjoyed it, but it's just... I regret playing this game. It's just not bordering like a rage quit level like these rest of them. 100 Funny Cats, one of the just random little games I decided, hey, might be fun to play, and it was fun to play. It was just so cute. I just love kitties so much. They're so adorable. The one thing I will say I have to complain about is I still need to figure out how to turn Steam notifications off when I'm at least recording, because, oh my gosh, every time you find a cat, that's an achievement right there, which really is annoying in my opinion. I had a fun time playing it. It just, that was one of the main things that was so annoying, because I had actually cut part out where I was waiting for 5 minutes just for the notifications to finally go away. That's how annoying it was starting to get. But now for the final Henry Stickmin game, completing the mission. I really love this one. It was just so much fun. It was so great. It did crash on me a few times, but it still was so much fun. Just like the rest of the Henry games, it was just so much fun. Now for Chapter 4, Poppy Playtime. This, just from the playthrough alone, it's definitely pretty annoying. It wasn't Chapter 2 annoying that I actually finished the game. It was just... Why did I put Chapter 3 here? Whatever. But I still... You know what? Yeah, it can go right here, to be honest. I will say the main things I feel like were... You know what? Looking back, yeah, this is definitely pretty bad. The Baba Chop section, or the giant Baba Chop section, really could be cut and nothing would have lost. The Doughy fight was so annoying. Took me 30 minutes to beat. I had to cut out so much from the few of them because they were just so goddamn long. I know everyone and their grandmother has harped on this, but Pianosaurus definitely was screwed over so goddamn hard, which really sucks, but it's whatever. I will say the price was definitely a bit much. $20. I would say 10 to 15 would be 100% fine. Harley Sawyer was definitely another problem. Like, he is one of the big bads of the series, and he was basically just there. It was just whatever. But anyway, on to the next one. Hide Time. Just another one of those random games I decided to play. I thought it was pretty decent. The main thing I hated about it is the fact that it was just silence. Besides the monster roaring, like, there was no audio whatsoever, which was kind of uncomfortable and probably a good way, but also in a bad way. It was really annoying. But I will say the next one, Metro Exodus. Honestly, this was a really fun game. Yeah, there was a few problems. Had to record episode 1 a few different times because it for some reason kept on glitching on me mid-recording. Because the game was just that big that took up so much space on my computer that it refused to record halfway through it. A lot of BS death, and I ran out of ammo really quickly sometimes, but I was a really good sniper at times. But the one thing that I don't like about this game is the fact that it's massive. The game is massive in, well, not like the length of the game, but programming-wise, it is massive. Like, I had to delete so much stuff from my computer just to have room to record it. Like, every time I recorded it, I immediately uninstalled it, so I have the space back in my computer for other stuff. That's how massive it was. I think it was like almost 100 gigabytes? I forget. It was a massive game, which really took up so much space on my computer. It sucked. That is the one thing I have to complain about, is how massive it was, but it still was a fun game. And I still have the 3 DLCs to play through in the future, but I'm excited for that. Another series I've been looking forward to for a while is Teardown. I was going to play this on my own time a few years ago before I even made my channel, but it was so laggy that I could not touch it at all. Like, after upgrading for probably Playtime Chapter 3, I decided, why not start playing through it, and I still had fun. It definitely had its... It definitely was annoying at times, and picking stuff up was definitely very annoying. The semi-driving, oh my gosh, that was so much of a pain, but I still enjoyed the game. It was a lot of fun. Miside, it was my Valentine's Day special. Oh, I really did. All the different versions of Mita was so amazing. The mannequin chase was definitely good, yet so annoying because I hate it. Oh man, I really do hate the Weeping Angel type characters, but also love them at the same time. But Miside definitely was such a fun game that I really can have very little negatives to say about it, to be honest. Ordinal Express, the last VR game I played and probably will ever play on this channel because it was a terrible game. Like, you can easily soft lock yourself because there's a whiteboard you're able to draw on, but also can erase. If you erase what's on the board to begin with, you basically screw yourself out of figuring out the puzzle to escape. So you're able to soft lock yourself out of the game, which really is annoying. And looking back, I regret playing this. I'm glad, to my knowledge, it was a free game, so thank heavens on that. I didn't waste my money on it, but I wasted my time because, oh boy, it was not a fun game to play or record. Rusty Lake Roots. Puzzles definitely were hard. I needed a walkthrough at times, and I don't know, some of the puzzles just made no sense, and I had to censor a scene of a woman giving birth. What the fuck was that about? So I did enjoy the game. It definitely teased my brain with the puzzles, but some of the puzzles made no sense, to be honest. Half-Life 2. Now, I really did enjoy my time playing through it. It was a lot of fun. The flashbangs definitely were annoying. I had to re-record episodes 3, 4, and 11 multiple times because for some reason they just refused to record properly, either because audio issues or just I'd never hit the record button despite doing so. And so there was hours of my life gone that oh my gosh, it was annoying. The allies that I was stuck with were so bad, and I will admit I had to cheat near the end of the game, mainly around one of the tower defense things near the end of the game. I just kept on spawning in health and ammo because I kept dying. I'm pretty sure I died at least 20 times before I said, screw this, I'm cheating, and just started hacking in items and health because I just gave up trying to figure it out. Oh my gosh, that was so goddamn annoying. The Happy Hill Homicide 2, Out for Blood. The sequel and, to my knowledge, final game in the Happy Hills games, which really sucks, because I really do enjoy them. The puzzles were fun, the ending felt definitely a little weird, but I still enjoyed the game for what it was. It was such a good one. It does suck that this one did cost money, but thankfully it was under like $5, I believe, so it was at least a good purchase, to be honest, but I still enjoyed it. Lego Brick Tales. I really did like this game. The controls definitely felt funky. There was a weird Christmas and Easter side quest that we for some reason had to do, which I'm sure was a different update. The Watchtower in the beach episode, fuck that one. That can go fuck itself. I'm never touching that part of the game again, because straight up, it took at least almost an hour of trying to get it to work properly so I had enough room to get up. I literally looked up guides just to be able to get it to work. That's how annoying it was getting. I do enjoy the game, but it was just so bad. The Midnight Walk. Honestly, I was really kind of excited for this game, but it was so mediocre in my opinion. I will say the claymation style, that's amazing. I always will love the claymation style because the amount of hard work and detail it takes to put into this game, into it really is amazing, but I still cannot, it was just bad. And the original price is $40, $35 on the start sale, which is honestly kind of mediocre in my opinion. Honestly, it feels like more of a $25, maybe $30 games if we're being generous. Really kind of dumb. Pop Boy got me killed many times, which really is annoying. I honestly have no clue what the story was. But it still was a decent game for what I played, but it's whatever. Out of Sight. Another mediocre game that I honestly was kind of excited for. Looking back, there are so many questions that will never get answered unless we somehow get a sequel. How is Teddy alive? How did Sylvia get there? Who the hell is Clement and Anna? The starting point was, or the amount you pay for it is $25, 20 with a sale, which is a massive ripoff right there. Like, I see that as more of a $10 to $15 game. The fact that there was just random places for Teddy to sit is just really questionable and just doesn't constantly took me out of the immersion, because it felt more like oh hey, here's a point where you can set him down so you can actually play the game. Honestly, I did not like that. The chase segments with Clayton, I really did like those ones, especially the last one where we had to like where he was holding Teddy and we had to guide our character through the pathways in order not to get killed or captured. I really did like that part, but there was so much kind of holding this game back that really was annoying. Secret of the Mimic. Without a shadow of a doubt, it's one of the games I loved playing. There was so many amazing things on it. The Admin Chica section was 100% the worst part, and so many unskippable cutscenes. In episode 4 and 5, I for some reason decided to record at once, but whatever. That was on me. But I still love the game. Like, there was a lot of things about this. It's literally the earliest point in the entire Fnaf timeline, which is crazy in my opinion, but I still love this game, and I cannot wait for whatever next game they come out with. Right now, there is nothing besides the movie that's coming out soon, but which I'm excited for. I really hope it's not as mediocre as the first one, because I did think the movie was good, but it definitely had a lot of questionable decisions. But anyway, Secret of the Mimic, love the game, so much good. Oh my gosh. Mince Hints. I'm going to just do 1 and 2 together because they were basically, one is a DLC and one's not. So many unskippable cutscenes and characters refuse to shut up. But it was annoying at points, but I still did enjoy the game. Now, the sequel actually improved on a lot of aspects, in my opinion. The only thing that I cannot stand was that ghost catching part. It took forever to complete. It took like a good 20 or so minutes to get all of the ghosts, because the section you're supposed to capture him in is massive. It's like a giant warehouse style place, which makes no sense for what. It's just so crazy. I get we're in a recording studio, but still, that took forever to complete, and then having to find your way back out if you lost in the maze. Really stupid in my opinion, but that's my really only complaint, and I'm excited for Chapter 3. Oh, Little Nightmares. The game would not tell me the controls, and I never knew it was a lighter. So this was the first game I streamed. This is a game I streamed, and I literally rage quit the first time and came back the following day to restream it, because I apparently did not know there was a lighter option, because it does not tell me the damn controls. That's the one thing I hate about games. Just at least tell me like some way to the controls work. Like, just tell me the controls. Like, seriously, it's not that hard. But I still enjoyed the game. The DLCs were also fun. I'm not going to separate them in the other things, because it literally is just more Little Nightmares compared to, it's not like its own entity. I don't know. The game was definitely dark and annoying, but it still was a fun game. I 100% like it. Yokai Watch 3, one of the few games I'm still recording as the time of making this, because it's one of the more massive games in this, and most of the games I played, this is one of the most biggest ones, because it can easily take someone a few days to finish if they're trying to go through stuff. But I really did enjoy. You know what? Nah, I'm going to move it down one. It is such a fun game. It probably will change at probably next year, but it right now definitely has a few problems, but I love the game. I really like Haley. She's just really fun. It sucks that we just chucked Katie to the wayside, but like, it was whatever. I really do like the game. It's a lot of fun. The story definitely is fun, but there's so much backtracking, especially near the beginning when you don't have a bike. That is such an annoying. And the shopping cart part. Oh, I hate that part. It was so annoying. The controls were so clunky. Oh, it was so bad. But I really do like it, but on to the next one, Mario Kart World. The first Switch 2 game I played, and it was... Honestly, I did like it. The intermissions really suck. I hope they eventually do an update where they just remove the intermissions or have an option to turn off intermissions, because, oh my gosh, we do not need the intermissions. It's just dumb. Let's do all 4 laps on a track except for the first one, because how it does it is the first track, you do all 4 races, then intermission, then to do 1 lap on the actual track. And then they keep repeating that last part until you get to the final one, which really sucks. I want to race on all 4 parts of the map properly. It just sucks. And like every Mario Kart game or Mario mini games, they're just sometimes luck-based, but I still did enjoy Mario Kart World. It's a lot of fun, I will give it that, but it's just so annoying at times. Giggle Land. I will say, this is a fun game. Sadly, there is nothing that could kill you in this demo, because this is what it right now is, only a demo, which really sucks. I really am excited for this game. It actually takes screenshots and send it to your computer, which really kind of is crazy. I will 100% find that crazy. Oh, it definitely is a scary game, and I'm excited to see what the full game has in store for us, because oh my gosh, if that was just a demo and it had me horrified that much, oh boy, I'm excited for this. But Flesh Made Fear. It was another demo, and probably was one of the first things I streamed on Twitch. And I will say, the backtracking in this game, god awful. It is so bad. Like, the amount of backtracking we have to do is just so bad. So bad, so bad, so bad. I will say the game definitely is fun besides the backtracking. But I will say also the save system, you can easily not be able to save because you're only given a certain amount of saves per game, which really is dumb in my opinion. You should be allowing people to save as much as they want. Do not... If you give them only a certain amount of saves per game, that is a massive fuck you to any game developers. You should not be allowed to say, hey, you're only allowed to save 5 times in this 20-hour game. I have a life. Do not you dare to say, hey, you're only allowed to save this amount of times. Finish the game before it's too late, or otherwise you're going to basically be playing at least 10 hours of content in one sitting. That is a massive fuck you to any game developers, in my opinion. Besides that, I still enjoy the game. Rusty Lake Paradise. The puzzles were so annoying, and frankly, it made me not want to play any more of the Rusty Lake games, because oh my gosh, this game was the worst by a mile. It was definitely fun at first, but once we got to the astrology puzzles, I basically was starting to say, screw this, I'm looking up the answers, because you have to go back and forth between 5 different rooms to get the answers, and they are a good distance away from each other as well, which really is annoying. Straight up, I really do like the Rusty Lake games, but this one honestly soured my experience to the point where I don't want to play anymore. It really is bad. But Chronos the New Dawn, a game that I was anticipating to be so much fun. It is $60, which is a little much, but it's whatever. The game is pretty hard, and I kept running out of ammo so quickly because the creatures take at least 5 or so shots to put down, or 3 charge shots. And oh my gosh, it was so annoying. Like, why are you giving me so little ammo when there's so many creatures to kill? Like, straight up. There was points where I was close to rage quitting, and I just said, screw it, I am rage quitting. So this game is like a game I 100% regret playing. I wish I could refund the game so I can get my money back. I really was looking forward to this game, and it just turned out to be so bad. It's like, there's no difficulty option. It's either you play extreme difficulty or you don't play at all. That's how annoying it is. That's what their difficulty level is. It's just really bad in my opinion. Hollow Knight. I love this game. It's easily one of my favorite games. The bosses were hard yet super fair. This was my first series I streamed on Twitch. I also had a crash out because people kept asking for basically wanted to, I'll just post the clip because it speaks a lot better than what I can say. Okay, I'm just going to go on a small rant. People, quit asking me Quit asking me if I want banners, logos, emojis. Quit asking me. I'm tired of it. Every time on Twitter, people ask me, oh, can I make you a banner? Can I make you this? Can I make you this? Can I make you that? No, 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 no. I'm tired of it. Quit asking me. It's so goddamn annoying. Oh my gosh, people, stop. Oh my gosh, I'm not rich. I don't have money. I don't need this stuff. Quit asking. Oh my gosh. I will say I did not finish the game. I still haven't beaten the main boss, but I will say I will eventually come back to it because I'm right now playing Silk Song, which I will rank in next year's playthrough, or one of these, so don't worry about that. But I still love I still love Hollow Knight. It's such a fun game. I just love it. I wish I knew about it sooner because it's such a fun game. Little Nightmares 3. When I played this, it was only the demo and the control. It literally says, hey, this is played with the controller. If you don't want to play it, you're going to get a giant fuck you. Go fuck yourself. Go jump off a cliff, you piece of shit. Buy a controller that's worth $100. That's basically how it felt playing that. Because the controls were so clunky without a controller. And frankly, reading all the reviews on it, honestly, I'm not sure I want to play Little Nightmares 3 because I literally hear nothing but bad things about this game. It makes me wonder if I should even play game 2 as well. To be honest, like, I know the game 2 was made by different people than game 3, which is the main reason people criticize game 3, because the people who made it is basically making a brand new game, Reanimal, which I did play the demo, and don't worry, I'll rank that soon enough here. But the demo itself, it was fun, but there were so many parts where I just could not stand, like the scare part. I picked the archer character, and you have to be precise with how you hold the bow, otherwise you get killed. I cut out at least 20 minutes of me dying. That's how much of a pain it was to hold them. Now we're into the Halloween specials. Suffer the Night all the way through, I believe, Reanimal, where all games I played through the 2025 Halloween. I really did, and starting off Suffer the Night, easily one of my favorite games. It's such a fun game. It's just such a fun game. Some of the save points in the house definitely were dumb. I don't know, it was such a fun game, to be honest. Looking back, it definitely has two distinct parts, an actual horror section and then a walking simulator with some horror aspects sprinkled in, which, in my opinion, was definitely a terrible decision. And you know what, think about it, yeah, we're going to move Suffer the Night down, but it is definitely borderline on loving to play. Honestly, I did love the game. It just, that general tone difference, because it was such a horror game until you got to the attic, which then it went to walking sim. It definitely felt weird, but I still love it. Cloud Climber. Now this was basically a free little thing made by the same person who made Choo Choo Charles, which, if you guys want me to play through that, let me know. I might play through it. But I will say I did enjoy it. It definitely felt weird. I don't know, there was no exact plot. It just was short but enjoyable, but also just weird. Hotel Greenwood. I will say some of the puzzles made no sense, and it's easy to get lost and not a clue what you need to do, but I still kind of enjoyed this game. It was made by the same people who made, well, I'm pretty sure it's made by the same people who made Suffer the Night, Massacre the Mirage, and Christmas Night, so that's fun, and and the Fears the Flesh. So I played practically almost all the games that they made, and I will say they kept getting better and better each time. Except for Flesh Made Fear, that one definitely is annoying, mainly backtracking, but still, I really did like Hotel Greenwood. It was such a fun game, to be honest. And the story was really interesting, to be honest. Basically going into a haunted hotel and basically just dying at the end because of the ghost. Mouth Washing. What the hell was this plot of the game? It made zero sense. Straight up. And it was another game I decided to stream on Twitch. What the fuck kind of plot was this? It made no sense. I had no clue what the hell was going on half the time. Maybe if I'll do a reaction to it to understand the plot, but still, it made zero sense in my opinion. I did not really care much for mouthwashing. It was a whatever game, to be honest. Do I regret playing it? No, but I don't see why people love this game so much, because it just makes no sense in my opinion. Lisa's Dollhouse, another game I rage quit. Vex was the worst part. Like, I was doing pretty well with the other ones. Like, they were hard but fair, but once Vex came in and comboed with the other ones, no, screw Vex. He kept spawning at the worst points and constantly getting me killed. Honestly, it's not regret playing it, but it's very borderline regret playing it. And I will say I put it on normal difficulty because it gave me 3 options: easy, normal, and hard, because I wanted at least somewhat of a challenge, and looking back, probably should have done easy. Does that make me a bitch for doing it? Yes, but do I care? No. Will I play through it again? Maybe in the future. Pokemon Legends ZA, the most recent Pokemon game, and honestly, I love this game. I don't care what kind of hate you give it. I love this game. It is such an amazing game, and I'm excited for what Pokemon has in store. I will say the $70 price tag definitely is the worst part of this, because oh my gosh. And I will say the fact that they had to make it for the Switch as well really held back like the performance, which really sucks, because they had to make it for some reason the Switch and the Switch 2, which is no, just make it a Switch 2 exclusive. Honestly, I still enjoyed the game. It was such a fun game. I really did enjoy it. Chunky Jump. Ooh, this game definitely was, I will say, interesting. When I first played through it, it 100% would go here, maybe even further down in its own tier. But once the developer called me out on Twitter, I will say in a polite way, saying, hey, we probably should put a tutorial in. I actually have the screenshot because they for some reason deleted it, despite me saying, nah, it's fine, I deserve to get humbled. So I'll put it on screen because I did screenshot from my phone. I can't find it on the computer anymore, but honestly, after deciding to give it another try with a more calmer mindset and realizing that I was actually doing what I was supposed to, I just was impatient. I will say it was a fun game. I 100% it was 100% my own fault for it was so much easier than I was making it out to be. I was such an idiot. But the part that I refuse to actually basically the one thing I refuse to actually accept is that bubblegum minigame. That one can go fuck itself, in my opinion. The fact that the fireballs spawn very quickly and just can snipe you right when you're about to get a bubblegum is so broken BS that I refuse to acknowledge any mistake on that part. That was 100% a bad game design, in my opinion. I refuse to acknowledge that was a good game design. That one can go fuck itself. The rest of the game, however, I really did enjoy. It was honestly a fun game. It was so much easier than I was making it out to be. I honestly was just an idiot. I 100% will admit I am an idiot. Now, Reanimal. Now, this is the game that the people that made Little Nightmares 1 and 2 are now making, because they were bought out by someone else. And I played through the demo. It is dog awful. It's like straight up, it lags so badly. I had to like turn the graphics down to almost the lowest setting, and it still lags. It is dumb. Like, there was actually a part of the game that requires you to jump in it, despite there usually being every other time saying an indicator for your character to jump. Like, what the fuck? Like, every other time, like, it basically says, hey, you can either jump or grab the ledge, and it kept on killing me because it did not give me that indication. And the part where it cuts off at the end of the demo, that makes no sense. You were literally in the middle of a chase scene, and it literally says, "Oop, nope, we're cutting it off halfway through the chase. Nope, screw you. Play the full game to understand what happens." Frankly, I was kind of anticipating this game, and it looks so amazing, but if this is how the game is going to be, because it also requires a controller, which really sucks, but if this is how the game is going to be, I'm not going to play the actual game, like, straight up. It really is just mediocrity at the finest. Like, it really needs a kind of a structure overhaul, because it just feels so clunky, so bad. Just so much about it just feels so bad. And Night at the Extinct. One of the last 2 games that I played for this year, and I will say this one was definitely fun. I will say it feels like it's unfinished. Like it literally just ends. There's no like anything. It feels like it feels like there's going to be a DLC added on, because this is a free game, thankfully, but it feels like a DLC is going to be added, which, in my opinion, is really scummy, in my opinion. Either just release the full game, or just don't release it at all, because if you're going to do a DLC just to finish the story, it's really dumb, because it's not like one of the other ones, like the Min's Hints, like straight up, like, there actually is an ending to the first chapter. Like, it makes sense, but Night at the Extinct, there is no good ending. Like, it feels so bad, in my opinion. And the first Sabretooth section, it took forever. I cut out at least 20 minutes of me just waiting for the Sabretooth to move out of the way enough for me to move to put... And it kept on adding more to it. Luckily, it's a free game, but still... And the final game that I played for this is Amanda the Avenger 3, the ending of a trilogy. Now, I loved Game 1, and I thought Game 2 was pretty good, but I will say the third and final game also joins the Game 2, and it was okay. Some of the puzzles, like mainly the mouse food puzzle, that can straight up go fuck itself, because it made 0 sense in my opinion. It was very difficult. I actually had to look up a little guide to figure that one out, because it was so confusing to figure it out. Like, straight up. And the fact that there's cutscenes that are unskippable, like, straight up was really dumb in my opinion. Like, straight up. Like, the little spoilers if you haven't seen it, but basically, you actually found where Amanda's being held, and you're reminding her, hey, about the good things in her life and why she needs to be free, and those cutscenes are unskippable, so speedrunners are going to be having an annoying time with that. I will say this game definitely was a lot of fun. I will 100% say that, but there's so much mediocrity in that. I don't know. It definitely is a fun game. It's just mediocrity at points. I will say the game is 100% fun, but I guess that's really all I have to say. I will say there was a lot more games that I played this year, but still a lot of fun games that I played. But I guess for now, thank you all for watching this. I did have a lot of fun with this. I really am glad you guys like this content I'm making. There's still a lot more that I'm playing. I actually started a few new series, but by the time this airs, I actually probably started like 2 new series. I don't really want to add them to this because I'll just add them to next year, but I still have some things to say about them. But for now, thank you all for watching this. I'll see you whatever I post next, I guess. Bye, guys.